Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Christiane Klein.
And I'm Denise Valdez. The state of Nevada is very close to eliminating the rape kit backlog. The Attorney General's office announced almost all of the 8,000 untested kits have now been sent to labs.
The southern part of the state got the bulk of them and are being tested by Metro Police. 8 News Now reporter Karen Castro is here with more on what's left to do and some of the concerns moving forward. Karen?
Christiane and Denise, over the last 2 years, Metro has completed testing on more than 5,400 rape kits out of about 6,600 they identified. That means they still have about 1,200 to go. But already there's been more than 10 arrests locally and 17 statewide. Now, the police department hired more personnel to work through the backlog, but they have no permanent funding to keep them employed for much longer.
We are in the tail end of this very large project.
A very large project that has kept Kimberly Murga and her team busy. She's a director of the laboratory services for Metro Police. They've been working on untested rape kits from cases dating back to 1985 to 2014 and have entered almost 1,200 profiles to a national database and got hits on almost half. The department has hired 5 additional experts to keep up with the workload, but they are still forced to outsource a lot of the DNA testing.
Even though we send the kits out to be tested, we have to do a 100% review on everything that comes back to take ownership of all that data. So outsourcing is just always a temporary means to kind of bridge a necessary gap.
The department has received temporary funding to hire the additional personnel. The state money runs out next June and the grant money will be gone by next December. Murga says in order to continue to keep up with the more than 500 kits they get a year, they need permanent funding, which also includes money for testing supplies.
If we can't have the resources in-house as far as personnel and purchasing capabilities, yeah, it would impede our ability to timely test these sex assault kits.
And Murga believes DNA testing is only one area that needs to be permanently funded in order to avoid another backlog.
DNA is the first piece of the pie, but everything that we do has implications associated with, sex assault detectives and our victim advocates and our prosecutors.
Now, testing of the 1,200 remaining rape kits is expected to be completed by late next spring, early summer. Meanwhile, the state is also working to implement a tracking system that will allow victims to follow their cases from beginning to end. If all goes as planned, it should be up and running within a few months. Denise.
All right, Karen, well, tonight